Hello, grade 12s. Welcome back to the channel, Science Therapy, hosted by the one and only science therapist, Uabudiwa Sos Ugobela Maths. And without any further ado, let's look at this question that we have here. Okay, so we are still on organic reactions. We have question 7. It says the flow diagram below represents the interconvention between the following 3 organic compounds, which is butan-2-ol, compound X, and compound Y. Now, 7.1 says reaction B represents the elimination of water from butan-2-ol to form compound X. So we are being told about reaction B here, which it is made known to us that this is an elimination reaction. Now, 7.1.1 says write down the name of a catalyst required in reaction B. So with this elimination reaction here, which is dehydration, we know that for that dehydration, we need concentrated sulfuric acid, which will be acting as our dehydrating agent. So remember, they said write down the name. So don't write the molecular formula. Don't write H2SO4. It's the name. Concentrated sulfuric acid. And then 7.1.2 says name the type of elimination reaction represented by reaction B. We have already stated that. So if it is elimination of water, we know eliminating water means you are dehydrating. So this is dehydration reaction. And then 7.1.3 now says using structural formulae, write down a balanced equation for reaction B. So this is an elimination reaction of the water from the alcohol. So this is what we have, butan-2-ol. So but means 4 carbons. And then since it's butan-2, we have our hydroxyl group in carbon number 2. And then remember, this is just undergoing that elimination reaction. And then here we have concentrated sulfuric acid. Then, since we are eliminating water, this is what should happen. The OH here should be taken from this carbon. And then now remember, we have to extract a hydrogen atom from the carbon with less number of hydrogen atoms. But then remember, we cannot take the OH and the hydrogen from the same carbon. So we need to visit another carbon with less number of hydrogen atoms, which is obviously this one here, the third carbon counting from this side. Then we want to take out a hydrogen here. So the hydrogen and the OH, that's the water we are talking about. Then now, the major product that forms out of this will be like this. So we have our hydrogens here, and then double bond in between the carbons where we took the OH and the hydrogen. And then here, still exactly like that. Now the OH and the H will react to give us our byproduct, inorganic byproduct, H2O. And just like that, we have a balanced equation using structural formulae. So we can even write our inorganic byproduct in form of structural formulae. It will be like this. But then even if you write H2O, it's not much of a problem, I guess. Then 7.2 says, state the 2 reaction condition for reaction A. Then state 2 condition for reaction A. Where is reaction A? It is this one here. So this reaction here, as we can see, this is a hydrolysis reaction, because as we can see here, we are moving from a haloalkane and then we are going to an alcohol. Hydrolysis reaction is a substitution reaction. The only thing that we are doing here, in the place of bromine, we are substituting with the OH to form the alcohol. But then what are the reaction conditions for a hydrolysis reaction? we know that we need to dilute strong base. Now, your dilute strong base can be in the form of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Or if you are not using that, if you are not using the dilute strong base, you need excess water. You need excess water. And then also you need mild heat. You need mild heat. So either two of this, remember it's dilute strong base or mild heat, or excess water and mild heat. So like this, it can be this combination or it can be this combination. Now 7.3 says which general type of reaction takes place in reaction C. Let's look at reaction C. Note the arrow at reaction C. It's from compound X here all the way to butane 2-ol. But if we say that reaction B is elimination, we know that the reverse of an elimination reaction has to be an addition reaction. Because look at this, from saturated to unsaturated is elimination, but from unsaturated to saturated is addition. So we can tell from this that the addition reaction is just the reverse of an elimination reaction. So the general type of reaction that takes place in reaction C is addition. So that's addition reaction. Then 7.4 says write down 7.4.1 IUPAC name of compound Y. IUPAC name of compound Y. From here we can see that we must start numbering from the side closest to the substituent. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the name is now 2-bromobutane. 2-bromobutane, because there are 4 carbons. Remember, but means 4. 2-bromobutane. And then for 7.4.2 says the reaction condition for reaction D. What are the reaction condition for reaction D? Then we want to say, let's look at reaction D. Where is it? So now we are moving from an alkene, which is unsaturated, to a saturated compound. And then we can tell that from unsaturated to saturated, this as well is addition. But then what type of addition is that? If we are forming a bromine here from the alkene, that means what we have here is hydrohalogenation, right? Now, what are the reaction conditions for a hydrohalogenation? From your notes, you will get that it is no water. So no water is required for this one. And also, again, we need an unreactive solvent. So these are the two conditions that you have there. But then remember here, they just said reaction conditions. So that means they are only looking for one. So you can go with no water, or you just say unreactive solvent. And that's how you were supposed to tackle this question, guys, for a total of 14 marks. So please make sure that you practice this topic, and remember the rule: we leave no mark to charity when it comes to organic chemistry. So, okay, with all that being said, we have came to the end of the lesson, guys. Please press the thumbs up button if you have enjoyed the lesson and then you have found it helpful. And then if you've been watching the videos and haven't subscribed yet, please press that subscribe button. But most importantly, please share the link with your friends and classmates so that they may also find assistance. Remember, do not be selfish. We are winning as a team.